All right, yesterday we picked up a new toy for the shop, something that I did not think that I was gonna be able to get for quite a while, at least like a year or two. You know me, I'm just always on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw this one posted for fairly cheap, and I just couldn't resist. We got us a Hoist. This is a little bit of an older one, but it's an actual bend pack. It's from, I think 93. So it's the same age as me, but this thing, being an older one, all American made, this thing is beefy. Those arms, oh my God, they are so freaking heavy. But it is 12 feet tall, I think 8 feet on the insides of the posts, and it's 7,000 pound capacity. Now I'm gonna try not to exceed that because I don't want to be risky and dangerous like we have been with my dad's Hoist, because his is 9,000 pound capacity, and we've had heavy stuff on that, to the point where like you could see it leaning. The Hoist arms are bent down. It got sketchy a few times, and I'm not trying to do that here. The heaviest thing that I'm gonna be lifting will probably be the diesel out here, and this should only be just a hair over 7. Like I tried looking it up. I haven't taken this to the scales obviously, but I tried looking it up. People have said that theirs weighed like 6,200. Some people said theirs have been 7,500. I'm just gonna go on the higher side, like let's say it's 7,500. I think that'll be safe. I'd imagine that they kind of lowball these ratings. At least I know that they did with my dad's, because like I said, we've had probably 13,000 pounds on that thing. It's ridiculous. So as much as I try to do as many things as I can by myself, this is one thing that I think I'm gonna need a second person for, and Jasper, he's no help. I can just barely start to lift this thing up, but I can't like get it to that transfer point, you know, like where you're picking it up like this and then get it up to press it. So Pops is on his way over, and we'll at least get the post up and kind of start getting things in place. I need hydraulic fluid. I need to get the anchor bolts. I think Bendpack recommends 3/4 by 5.5 like wedge anchor bolts. So I might be able to get those at the hardware store, not sure. Once everything's like stood up, get the cross beam mounted, I want to figure out kind of how these lay out, because this one's weird in that these posts face forward instead of like together, you know what I mean? See what I mean once we like start throwing it together. And then yesterday I was kind of thinking about some of the other things that I want to get for the shop someday, because I've been slowly ticking things off. TIG welder press, now a Hoist. I need to make a stand for the drill press. But I think something else that I want to get that's not like super expensive is just a small winch, and I want to anchor it to the floor there for situations like this, so I can push the car out, and then because the approach is on an angle, it's really difficult for me to push it in by myself, and I don't have a quad, and I don't always have help here. So it'd be nice to be able to hook that winch to that, and then I can just sit in the car, remote control it, and pull it back in here. But that's not on the immediate to-do list. That's just something that I think would be cool to have. So he should be showing up any second. We'll get these things stood up and slowly start throwing this thing together.
Get on it. Done. It's start time.
All right, got them stood up. It sucks, but it wasn't too bad. So now that they're up, you can see what I mean when I said that these ones are kind of weird, because the open ends face you instead of being like together or kind of on an angle. But it looks like everything's gonna be good. This is obviously an asymmetrical lift, so it's gonna look kind of funky with most of the vehicle hanging out on this side, but obviously it is a design that's worked, and they were using this up until at least April 26th of 2017. And then the guy I got it from said that he bought it and stored it for about a year because he moved to a new house and the garage wasn't tall enough, because these are 12-foot posts. but it should work. Everything's so far looking like it's gonna check out. I do like the pedestal design, I guess you'd say. Like, it's what most bend pack lifts use nowadays. So it's got that one, and then all these different spacers for like lifting trucks and shit like that. So I have to run and get the anchor bolts, and then I think we'll be good to go. Does it surprise you even a little bit that it's the next day? Pops and I knocked out a bunch of the non-glorious stuff, got it all bolted down. I need to get 2 more for this side because I grabbed every one they had in stock. It's pretty sturdy, but I do want to get those other 2 in, just peace of mind. We just finished getting all the cables in place and on all the pulleys. We're just trying to tighten that now. He ran to get a ratcheting wrench that I don't have because mine all stay straight, and we need one that angles to get around here to tighten that up because there's still some slop there. But I'm about to mount the pump and everything. That goes right here. And then aside from tighten the cables, get that hooked up, I'll hook up the hydraulic lines real quick. And the only thing left is to run power to it. So this thing is incredibly close to being functional. All right, ready?
Yeah.
It's working. Yeah.
Here.
Arms are slightly off.
Oh, they're both around the 6 foot mark. This one's just a hair lower.
I just mean that one got to the top first. This one was delayed.
Mine's about the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just about to say, not
Alright, then you gotta
a huge deal.
pull it out to unlock it.
Yep.
Yeah, I do like this setup. Push and pull the lever.
Yep.
That's where you gotta get a band around there. Hold it in like I did.
Yeah.
Well, you know you got enough fluid in it.
Probably still top it off, but
Your wires and hoses all right over there?
everything's looking good to me.
Twisted, nothing back here, nothing.
The hose is right behind the cylinder. All the cables look good.
Now I was gonna flip it over and lift your car.
Yeah, we could do that. The first car on the hoist. This is badass, man. The car's up now. Look at that.
Your first official lift.
Yeah, badass, dude. All right, man. We got a hoist in the shop. This is badass. So I meant to mention it earlier, and I'm not sure if I did or not, but I paid 800 bucks for this hoist off Marketplace. The guy I got it from said he got it out of a Toyota dealership that was updating everything. This is an older one. It's from '93, so same age as me, which is pretty cool. I'm doing all right, so this thing's not doing too bad. The only thing we found that was broken is the actual switch for it. Seems to be stuck, so that's an easy enough thing to fix. I've got to run to Lowe's anyway, so I'm gonna stop there and check for one. But aside from that, I'm pleasantly surprised at how well everything works on it. And it really was not that expensive all in. Like I said, I paid 800 bucks for the hoist. I've got like 50 in the wiring, or no, excuse me, I've got 100 into the wiring. I got 50 foot of wire. I've got like 30 bucks into hydraulic fluid for it, which I actually haven't used yet. It was still full of fluid, which is cool. I've got like 80 bucks into the bolts. It'll probably be, let's round that up to 100 bucks into the bolts. So there's 1,050, and then $50 for renting a good hammer drill to get the holes drilled. But aside from that, like 1,100 bucks for a pretty nice 2-post. Yeah, it's old, but it's an old Benpack USA one, and it's super beefy. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, and my dad included, all thought that these arms were going to be stupid, and I had my reservations, but I mean, it seems to be working out just fine. I mean, the car is nice and centered on the lift, so I think we're going to be good. I am super excited to start using this thing and put it through the paces, get the SS built, get the RX-7 built, get the S10 built, fix the transmission in the diesel, regular oil changes on the Focus, figure out what's going on with that. I need to fix the fuel line and get a new battery for that, figure out where the battery drain is. Man, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to, I don't know, I just can't wait. I'm excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. We'll see you next time.